Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. It is Laura Whittle and we're back for Halloween season 2021. This is look number 2. Today I am transforming myself into a Banshee. If you want to know how to become a Banshee, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up and comment down below what you think my third look is going to be. Let's hop right into it.
So I'm starting off by using some eye makeup remover on a cotton pad and removing my eyebrow makeup. I'm now using a brown eyeliner just to outline the shape of the mouth. This is like an illusion dropped mouth, so I'm bringing it down the neck and onto the clavicle area. And then outlining the eyes. These are a similar shape to a skull, but you want the bottom inner edge to be slightly flatter. And I'm drawing on where some of the frown lines would be, the brow lines and stuff like that. Now shaping out where the creases would be, my face like wrinkles, and then going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation in shade 1. This is the palest shade they do, it's basically white. And I'm using a Real Techniques face brush just to buff this into the areas that are going to be skin toned. Doesn't matter if you go over the lines just drawn, you can still see it peeking through slightly, so you can go over them later with paint and eyeshadow. I'm bringing it down the edge of that neck drawing. And then I'm using a P. Louise flat brush just to pat it over the brows to cover them. And buffing that out. Taking the Mehron Paradise paint in black and a water sprayer on an Essentials by Samantha Helen brush. This is the 3/4 brush. And I'm filling in that entire mouth neck piece. These brushes are absolutely amazing, I highly recommend them, and they are really super affordable and they clean and wash really well. This is another one of the brushes from her range and I'm using the brown Mehron paint now, the dark brown. Everything I use is listed in the description box below. So I'm just carving out the shape of the top and bottom like jaw, mouth areas, and then shaping around the eye sockets and the wrinkles in the eyes with the brown paint. And then carving out the eyebrow area and the wrinkles in the forehead. I'm now going in with a long liner brush by Essentials by Samantha Helen with the white Mehron paint to highlight those edges and start to add in some 3D textures. And then I'm bringing the white all the way around the outside of the black as an outline. I'm going back in with brown and adding some upward and strokes on both of those, like the lip jaw areas. And now using a petal brush from the same brush range and the white Mehron paint, I am pressing the brush flat to create teeth. This is the quickest and easiest way to create nice pointy gnashes. And you can use the edge of the brush to create smaller ones. These teeth do not need to be completely white because anything with teeth like this usually doesn't eat particularly clean things or care for their teeth effectively, so anything that is grey toned or yellowy doesn't really matter. Now going in with the pink from Mehron and creating a tongue. Adding a few pink bits within those lip jaw areas and going back in again with the tongue to add layers and bring the pigment of the colour out a bit more. Now going in with that long liner brush again and creating highlights on the tongue and then creating trails of saliva. This really helps to bring the mouth alive and to give it that really creepy, textured, gross look. I'm going back in with the pink just to add a bit more depth. Now I'm using that same long liner brush but with black this time to outline around the teeth, just to give them some more definition and to add some shadowing between them. Really makes them pop. Now using that same black paint and adding more depth to those wrinkles around the eyes. And now do the same with the ones on the head. And making the nostrils black and more pointy. Now I'm outlining the dropped cheekbone jaw, so you're going to create an illusion here with a blacked out area. And I'm using the 3/4 brush to fill in all those areas in black that I've just outlined. This creates really sharp lines, this brush, and now making sure both sides of the face are fairly even. And then filling in the eyes with the pink paint. Banshees have red or pink looking sore eyes from all the crying they do in a lot of the myths. I'm now using the Carnival XL Pro palette from Be Perfect Cosmetics and Stacey Marie and using 2 of the pinky purple shades, one of which is called Persuasion, to really add depth into these eye sockets and create slightly deeper, more raw tones. And then I'm outlining those wrinkles all over again. I'm now using the shade Vex to create those wrinkles on a really small detailed eyeshadow brush. And I'm using that same shade to do that on the forehead. I'm now using the petal brush just to add in some more white highlights in between the wrinkles and to highlight the skin around the edges of face wrinkles too, just to make them pop forward and for the shadowing to sit more back. And then I'm just going over those teeth again. And don't forget to fill in your ears with black paint. Now going back in with that foundation all over the chest area. And then I'm taking the white paint to start to paint on the clothing. This is the initial frayed edges, and then I'm using a squiggly line to create ruffled kind of textures around the neckline. And I do these a similar shape overlapping one another so that you slowly get layers of ruffles. Making sure there's a pointed edge on each side. To create a more defined look on these ruffles, I'm going back in with that shade Vex on that tiny detailing brush and just creating shadows on each and every one of those arches, just so it looks like it's overlapping and we've got some material. Now creating the black seams for the shoulders and creating a shadow by using that 3/4 brush and black paint. And then I've gone in with the white brush and created lines all over that area, crisscrossing, and dragged it through some with a little bit of grey as well to add texture. And then I'm doing frayed shoulders just by creating lines all over that area. I'm now adding that foundation all over the upper arms on the same shade, and I'm tying the hair up in a low bun. I've now applied my really cheap wig and I've removed some of that black paint on the forehead and added foundation over the top. I put my black backdrop on and now I'm adding in my coloured contacts. These are the blind white contacts from Coloured Contacts.
This is the final look. If you liked this tutorial and you're recreating it, please tag me in your recreations over on Instagram and TikTok. If you liked what you saw today, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification to be told every single time I upload. This was look 2 of 7 for Halloween 2021. See you soon, thank you, bye!